So, number 1, M stands for measure. So the measure of angle 2 is 45 degrees. So this angle 2 right here is 45 degrees. What is the vertical angle of angle 2? Angle 4. So angle 2 and angle 4 are vertical from each other. They're opposite. They're not next to each other. So if 2 and 4 are vertical, that means that angle 4 equals 45 degrees. These two angles are equal. When they are vertical, they are equal to each other. Okay? Now, how do I solve for angle 1 and or angle 3? What you do is you look at them as supplementary. Or here, this. Do you see how angle 1 and angle 2 make a straight line? So angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Well, what do I know? I know angle 2 is 45 degrees. So I want to know what angle 1 is, and it all has to equal 180. So what do I do? Subtract. Subtract 45, subtract 45. Angle 1 is equal to 135. So 135. What is angle 3 equal to? 135. Because it is vertical to angle 1. Vertical, they're opposite from each other, so they're equal. Or you can set up another equation, but why would you? It's so much easier this way. Alright, are we okay? That's it. So the pair, the vertical, will be equal to each other, and then to find the other one, you have to set up an equation. And that's it. That is all. Alright, let's work, and then I'll... So, Eddie, pay attention so you know how to do this. You all realize that this is 83, right? That's the easiest part, 83. Now, I want to find angle 2 or 4. Well, I just told you over here. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180. So, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180. Well, I know this is 83 plus, I don't know, x is equal to 180. So, subtract 83, subtract 83. What's 180 minus 83? 97. So, x equals 97. This is a straight line. What do straight lines equal to? 180. So 97, 97, you're done. What about number 3? Angle 1 is 157. So this is 157. The vertical angle would be angle 3. So 157. So then you subtract 180. What's 180 minus 157?
23.
23? 23. Right? So on and so forth. Pretty easy. And then the back. The back. Alright, here we go, here we go. Move over to the back. Even if you're not there, you're moving to the back, you're listening, you're learning, you're going, ooh, ah, wow. Okay, what are these two angles to each other?
Vertical.
They're vertical angles. What do we know about vertical angles? They're the same degrees. So these two are equal to each other, right? So, BOD. Okay, so the first thing they want me to do is find x, right? This angle that I will color in purple, if you can tell if it's purple, this purple is equal to this orange, okay? So that means that 2x plus 50 is equal to the orange, 100. They're equal to each other. Why are they equal to each other? Because they're vertical. Anyways, you just told me they're equal to each other. 1 and 3, they're equal to each other. You just practiced that. So this is the same thing. These two are equal to each other. If this is 100, you know that this is 100. Right? They're equal to each other. But I'm not asking you for this angle. I'm asking for what x is. Okay, so solve it. What'd you guys get? 25. Minus 50 minus 50. 100 minus 50 is 50 is equal to 2x divided by 2 divided by 2. X is 50. Now, look, I was totally going to write that down. I got stuck with the student answer. There you go. Thank you. Okay, what does the question at the bottom say? Angle BOD. Oh no, what is BOD? So when they write it like this, you just follow the letters. So BOD. B-O-D. Oh, they're asking about this angle. B-O-D. You trace it with your finger. B-O-D. So this is the angle I'm going to solve for. Do you guys see it? So this is what I'm solving for right here. This one. Well, how do I solve for it? Exactly. Super easy. Do you see the straight line right there?
Yes.
So this angle is 100, right? And this angle is, I don't know. But together, what do they have to equal? 180. Well, you already have 100. What's left over?
80.
It's a pretty easy question, actually. So, question mark plus 100 is equal to 180. Minus 100 minus 100. So question mark is equal to 80. It's like a puzzle. You're trying to see what pieces fit together. These two pieces fit together and make 180. Cool. What is my missing piece? It does look like it's hard, but you should realize like really quickly that it's not very hard at all. At all. Like zero hard. All right, number 2. If this is 147, this angle, what is this angle equal to? 147. I'm going to switch papers because it's bleeding. So that means that this angle right here is 147 because they're equal to each other, right? Okay, now solve for x. So x plus 21 is equal to 147. Okay, now what do I do? Minus 21, minus 21. What's 147 minus 21?
126.
1, 2, 6. All right, so that's what x equals. 126. Now, what are they asking me to solve? For angle POS. So trace it with your finger. POS. POS. Oh, so they want me to solve for this angle right here. Question mark, question mark, question mark. This angle. How do I solve for it?
We just take out the separation.
The separation?
Yeah. We add 147. We get 180 subtracted by 147, and then we get
The separation.
Overcomplicated math problems that don't have to be that complicated.
Correct.
It's x equals overcomplicated math problems.
Don't we just love it?
everyone.
Everyone does love it. All right.
There's nothing so bad about it.
Nope. Zero bad. All right. Finish up the front side, which is super duper easy. And then this side's not that bad, kids. It's not that bad. Because the next page is way harder. Grades were updated last night, but they're not super 100% super updated. Continue. So let's go in the purple worksheet.
I'll do the most rational.
Pause on the blue one. Okay, pause. Blue. Okay. This goes back to kind of what we were doing last week, but a little different. It says, and there's more than one right answer, ish. Name 2 angles that are complementary. What does complementary mean? Complementary means that angles that add up to 90 degrees. So which 2 angles that are given here add up to 90 degrees? So in order to name an angle, you need 3 letters. You need 3 letters to make up one angle. COD. So angle COD. So COD with what angle? You need 3 letters to make one angle.
BOA.
Yep.
Angle BOA.
AOB.
What? AOB? Why not BOA?
Because in alphabetical order.
Oh.
Does it matter? No.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Just like how COD kind of sounds like COD.
So COB. So this angle plus this angle. Why are those complementary? Because what's 45 plus 45? 90. Okay, supplementary. What's supplementary? 180. 2 BOA. So they already gave you part of it. BOA. So they gave you this angle. BOA. What angle needs to be added to that one to create 180 degrees, to create a straight line? COD would be this one. Do those 2 angles make a straight line? No, you're missing this part, right? So therefore, our angle that we're missing is this angle.
Surprisingly, that's 90. It's like an 89.
Do you see the black line? This black is the angle that we're missing. They gave us this pink one. Now, what's left over, what we need, is the black one. So who can name the black angle? Yep. Angle BOD. BOD. So a lot of times kids will look at this and they'll go, oh, Miss Emily, there's 3 angles. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but there's also an angle right here. Have you guys ever looked at that problem where it says count how many triangles are in the figure? And there's a bunch of hidden triangles, not just the ones you see right away. So this is kind of like, this is like that, where it's like, don't just look at this as 1, 2, 3 angles. There's 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4, 5. There's like a bunch of angles in this one. All right, like that triangle problem that I hate because I always get it wrong. Okay, let's do the next one. AOE and DOE are supplementary. 180. Find the measure of AOE. So first thing is AOE, that's this one. DOE. DOO, so this one. Measure. Okay, so AOE, this is actually really easy. AOE and DOE are supplementary. I want to know what is AOE. So what is this measure? Yeah. Why? Because 30 plus question mark equals 180. This is 30 and this is question mark. So 30 plus question mark is equal to 180. So we have 150 left over. Okay, name the angles, plural, adjacent to angle BOC. What does adjacent mean?
Next to each other.
Next to each other.
On the other side of the segregation line.
BOC. 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 This one. So this angle. What is next to this blue angle? What are adjacent? What is it? BOA. Angle BOA, comma. What else?
COD.
Angle COD.
And AOD.
AOD. No, that would be.
That's considered an angle, right?
Yeah, but they don't share a side. AOD is this. Did they share a side?
No.
No.
They shared
The vertex.
Wow,
You could say BOE, B-O-E. You could say C-O-E.
D-O-E.
C-O-E. B-O-E. But we'll just stick with these two. B-O-A and C-O-D are adjacent. It's like a puzzle. 100% like a puzzle. And it gets really like distorted because of all the colors. All right. Let's do number 2. Try to do number 2 at your own pace. Name any one pair adjacent angles. So which 2 pairs are next to each other? Which 2 angles are next to each other? There's like 3,000 right answers to this. Please don't pick the one answer that's wrong. Sounds like a challenge. Adjacent means next to. So which 2 angles are next to each other?
R-O-S and Q-O-P.
R-O-S. So let me write that down. R-O-S. And what's next to R-O-S?
Q-O-P.
Q-O. No.
Q-O-R.
Q-O-R. Q-O-R. They have to share a line. So Eddie, R-O-S is right here, right? So I have to draw a line that uses one of these blue lines. Like I have to go over it again with the blue line. Q-R-O, Q-O-R. Do you see how I went over this line again? Q-O-R. So because I went over this line, it's called adjacent because you traced it again. Find the measure of Q-O-R. Well, how do I find the measure of this angle right here?
You take out the segregation lines.
No. What are these equal to?
90. 180.
180. So you know 38 plus question mark plus 52 is equal to 180.
Oh,
38 plus 52 is 90?
yes, and then you subtract it by 180, and then
So what is the measure of angle QOR?
90 degrees. Alright.
A right angle.
It's always right.
Name the angle complementary to ROS. ROS. Which one's complementary to ROS? Which angle is complementary? They have to both together equal 90. So what? So I know ROS. What's the other one that has to equal 90 degrees?
R-O-P. Oh, wait, no. Q-O-P.
QOP. Which angles form a linear pair with POQ? POQ. So the linear pair means like a straight line. So which angle is going to give you the straight line with POQ? It's like a hidden triangle. POS. No. Like you got to pair it up with POQ. QOS. All right, we'll have fun with these a little bit later. Make sure you eat something round today. Pizza, pie, what else is round? A donut.
Triangle. We eat it.
You gotta eat the whole thing then. Yay! Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Don't miss the movie.
What's up?
I was at it.